So many of our heroes are either dead or they've been defeated, and Adam Warlock's initial plan to have Silver Surfer sneak the gauntlet off of Thanos was totally unsuccessful. So now the big guns are out and the cosmic beings are about to confront Thanos. Today we are covering Infinity Gauntlet issue number 5. Let's get into it. The initial clash between the cosmic beings, the Celestials, and Thanos creates waves so strong that it is destroying just about everything around them. They are obviously putting up a way better fight than the other heroes, and they attack Thanos from all angles using these different sort of things that they can individually command, their specialties. But Thanos does not give up and is remaining alive. But he is having some conflicting thoughts in his mind as a result of this conflict, which is due to the work of Mistress Love and Sire Hate. And as Thanos fends them off, Mephisto, being the crook that he is, decides to jump in and finally make his move and attack Thanos. Remember, since the beginning of all of this, he has served as an advisor to Thanos. But he's Mephisto. Come on, he's basically the Lord of Deceit, and now he is trying to take the gauntlet off of Thanos. But perhaps the most interesting thing is what happens next. For the first time ever, Death finally makes an actual move and interferes between the conflict of Mephisto and Thanos. Now Thanos is of course sort of distraught that the person he offered the universe to would dare betray him. And Thanos still comes out on top of all of this. And then one of the more powerful cosmic beings show up, the person Thanos is trying to replace, and that's Eternity, who controls this reality. So they begin to go at it. Meanwhile, Adam Warlock and Silver Surfer visit Doctor Strange to talk about how poorly this plan is going, because out of all of this, guess what? Thanos won and successfully imprisoned all of these cosmic beings, including Eternity. I cannot say enough how important this is, because this really highlights how unbelievably powerful he is with these Infinity Gems. He imprisoned the damn cosmic beings. It is now confirmed that he has taken Eternity's position and is in the center of reality. So his body is in the flesh, but he's like floating around in damn space. So he says that he doesn't need that body. Also note that the Watcher is one of the remaining cosmic beings left, and he never really joined this conflict because, you know, he's the Watcher. All he does is sit around and monitor and, you know, chronicle everything that goes on and takes place. But this is proved to be a grave mistake. Remember, Nebula has been standing around as this sort of trophy. Remember, Thanos brought her back to life as this sort of unrecognizable being after blasting her. She hasn't done much during these events until now. Noticing that Thanos's body is just standing there, she takes this opportunity to take the Infinity Gauntlet off of the body of Thanos. Taraxia tried to stop her, but was unsuccessful. So Thanos returns, you know, to the flesh, and Nebula is now looking like Nebula again, and she has the Infinity Gauntlet. She says it's time for revenge and seems to banish both Taraxia and Thanos. Now Taraxia is dead because he never gave her the power to sort of survive this. So it looks like he is just floating around aimlessly throughout space until a mystic portal transports Thanos to the whereabouts of Silver Surfer, Warlock, and Doctor Strange. Silver Surfer, of course, starts to duke it out with Thanos, and Strange was able to locate 5 of the heroes who were still alive to sort of break this up. So things have gotten weird as the guy that has been wreaking havoc the whole time is here chatting with many of our heroes. Almost immediately, they now have a common goal because Nebula is at this fragile state and does not possess the godhood to wield this gauntlet and these gems. Dr. Doom now thinks the fix is in and that Warlock was working with Thanos as a partner this entire time. But Thanos and Warlock do begin to chat, and Warlock reveals that he knows more about Thanos than Thanos knows about himself because he was part of the Soul Gem while he possessed it. He reveals that this is the 3rd time he subconsciously supplied the means to his own defeat. Now what he's referencing is Warlock defeating him, Marvel defeating him, and now Nebula. This is because Thanos low-key doesn't think he's worthy, and this sends Thanos on a bit of a spin. So Thanos agrees to help, and then Strange sends Thor, Fire-Lord, Doctor Doom, Drax, and Hulk to confront Nebula. They don't have a damn chance, but the idea is that somehow Warlock, Surfer, and Thanos do. And Nebula seems to have known good and damn well they were a diversion, and she traps the 5 adversaries immediately. I think the funny thing about all of this is Eros, he still doesn't have a damn mouth, and he's just standing around being talked at by Nebula, much like Thanos and Mephisto did. Anyway, we end this issue with Thanos, Silver Surfer, Warlock, and Doctor Strange confronting Nebula. And that does it for part 5 of the Infinity Gauntlet. What a twist, right? Nebula now has the Infinity Gauntlet, and Thanos went from being the biggest threat to a person of help in the matter of 1 issue. Also, in Silver Surfer issue 59, it deals with a fight between Silver Surfer and Thanos, in which Silver Surfer let Thanos win for the sake of saving the universe. Cool issue. You can look into that, but we won't be covering that. Next video, though, we are going to get into Infinity Gauntlet issue number 6.